What's up, guys? Back for another episode of Barbells and Banter. Ben is back on the episode. So Benny's back. We went into a bit of the weeds on the transition of becoming a dad and the first 2 weeks of that. Fielded some questions, talked about supplements, talked about training, talked about a lot of things. Really interesting question at the end, which you'll have to stick around for. But fielded the questions. Thank you guys for bringing those in. Look forward to kind of doing a Q&A, more frequently, even getting Annie in and stuff and doing like a nutrition Q&A and stuff on the podcast just to give you guys, kind of fielding those things that you want to know and maybe don't know, who to ask. As always, perfect opportunity to hit the subscribe button. So do that now if you can. And obviously send out the message to other people through the likes, the shares, and all that stuff. Enjoy the episode, guys, and we'll see you next time. So apparently, I had a friend of mine, not apparently, just don't want to paint the picture that I'm going to tell you who this person is.
Yeah.
Exactly. So they went and had, I think they got, the way that the story was told, they got an adjustment. And you know how there's a 1 in bajillion chance that you can get. Yeah. So she, long story short, pain in her leg, doctor was just physio or osteo was and then went and saw their real doctor, their family doctor. And he was just you need to go to the emergency now. And yeah, she had blood clots in her leg. Yeah. And then so then, my mate, his partner, is saying it's witchcraft and it's not even a proper fucking, certified treatment and all this shit.
Yeah.
And then me and my mate were just I'll tell you what, when you're in that much pain and you know that just one treatment can take you out of it, it's I'm rolling that dice.
100%.
Oh, every single day.
I am rolling that dice.
100%.
Yeah, I went and saw the chiropractor. I was just you just feel a bit buckled. So I was I need to do this. Did not bat an eyelid. I'm crack everything you can.
Yeah.
All of it. The neck.
Yeah. The neck's the good one.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love the neck.
It's delightful. But yeah.
So we did fascia release first, which was gross enough. And then we actually did that subscap. You know how you said he had it and then
he always goes that little bit more.
So it was lift your shoulder to your ear and then push it all the way down into my hand. And I was
feels like he's underneath your shoulder blade.
Instant sweats. Instant sweats.
That's the best.
It's great.
That fine line between pleasure and pain.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So we did all that and I stood up and moved around and he just sort of looked at me. He's do you want me to adjust your thoracic and neck as well? And I was I really do.
Whatever you say, mate, do it.
Whatever you're willing to do.
You're probably just sitting there yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, I haven't had an actual crack for ages.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So good.
He looks at your head?
Yeah.
When he just looks at you?
Yeah.
And he's your head's tilted.
Yeah.
It's fix me.
Yeah. Shout out to the wizard that is Ben Stringer.
Ben Stringer, he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
He is.
He's a weapon.
Yeah. I haven't fucked myself up enough to go there, so I think I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
Well done.
Absolutely, because I was frequenting his clinic often.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what were we doing.
We both had cooked shoulders.
Yeah, but why?
Just draining.
I think I tore. I think that was when I tore the pec. And
mine was we did a spatial test of the humerus into the shoulder. I think it was in the.
You were powerlifting
before that. So it was. I found it in the course that I won't name because I don't like it.
Ooh.
And you could pressed and measured.
Yeah.
The laxity in the shoulder. And you could almost get your thumb between.
Yeah.
The head.
Is that is that you were born with that or you
no? It was
created
just fucked. Yeah. So I had to do all these retraction, rotation drills and basically suck the humerus back into the joint.
The dumbbell twisty ones.
Mm.
Yeah, it's good exercise.
It is. Yeah.
I wonder if anyone's noticed that Jason and I have a guest on our podcast today.
I've already introduced him back.
True.
So people would know.
On the intro, true.
Yeah, come on, guys. No, look at me. I'm holding the fort.
Pro.
Yeah, it's funny. It took 10 days for me to sit at the dinner table and say to Steph, so I finally worked this whole thing out. So I've worked out how to do this. And I'm
now I'm back.
I'm all you need to do is ask everybody what's going on. Because I sit there and I'm there's all this shit that needs to be done. And I'm fuck. And for the first week, I was just overwhelmed. I'm I don't know where to start. And I was just chipping away at everything. And then the second week, I'm how are you? How are you? I knew he was good. asked the girls, and they're just all like, yeah, I'm great. I'm just doing this. And I'm like, cool, tick,
Yep.
tick,
Yep.
tick. And then I just sat back and went, all right, now I can do my shit.
And then you just wait for the message to come through and
Yeah,
then you
yeah.
fix the problem and then you
Yeah,
keep going.
yeah. And then,
That's it.
yeah, you're like, I'll see you Friday.
Yeah.
Just figured it out. Now he's going. Now he's coming back.
At least you got one confident recording under your belt last week.
It's all right. I feel like I did well.
Light
You did
duties.
great.
Still. Light duties.
Huh?
Light duties another couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah. So I still call the shots then.
Yeah. Still the boss.
Still
the man
you
in
can run
his throne.
You can run the meeting on Monday.
Well, you're not going to know what's going on anyway. We'll do like a handover. I'll be like,
Yeah.
So this is everything that I fucked up over the last 2 weeks.
You have to fix this now.
Absolutely. So how's your 2 weeks, mate?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been sick.
Yeah.
I've nothing bad to say about it. It's been awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you surrendering half of the duties back to the wife now? Is she good? She all good to go?
Well, this is her first big block by herself.
Yeah.
So if my phone starts calling,
Yeah.
See you
it's
later.
not gone well.
Help. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's sort of up and about-ish
Yeah.
yesterday. Still limited, so like I know as soon as I'll get home, it'll be like,
Yeah.
you go to bed.
Horizontal duties only.
Correct, yeah. But yeah, it was weird. So for the first, so we didn't latch very well initially. So we think he's got a tongue tie. So he's not, it's a bit hard for him to get on. Once he's on, he's sweet. So that's a bit of a process at the moment. So the first 3 days trying to figure that out. Anytime he went near Amy, he just screamed, which is obviously
That's so heavy.
heartbreaking for
Yeah.
her. So basically he slept on me, only settled with me for the first few days. So like you said, initially it was like all hands on deck, and then every day it's like a little bit like, okay, that's mum does that, mum does that, mum does that. So eventually, I can be in my office for 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's been awesome. He's really cool.
You don't look very tired right now.
No, I feel all right. I had a coffee before I left. It probably helps.
Yeah, but I know you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
coffee
You
doesn't
have this
change
look.
eye bags.
You have
Yeah.
this look in. Nah, it's not even that. There's this like.
Glazed over.
Yeah, there's this eye. He has this like glaze in his eye, and his pupils are like a certain size. And I'm like, you're fucking tired. I know you are.
Tell me that you know someone well
Tell me-
without telling
Oh
me.
yeah,
It's
I'm
been
like,
a while.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
pupils are X amount
I
of
can
millimeters.
tell instantly. I can tell when he's upset. I can tell when he doesn't agree with me. I can tell everything.
You guys are my couple goals.
I can tell. Yeah. It's like you're
Legit.
tired.
Yeah.
And then
No-
I just sit here and wait for you to say you're not tired. And I'm like, I know you are.
Yeah.
You fucking liar.
This man stands for nothing.
No, he's good. He sleeps in sort of 3 to 5 hour windows.
Yeah.
So
That's great.
Fuck, that's mad.
yeah, get him down. It's the feeding at the moment still like a 45 minute process.
Yeah.
So that happens 2-3 times a night. Tonight was tonight. This morning was weird because it was like he usually feeds like 4, so then we wake up 7-8.
Yeah.
So the 6 a.m. alarm this morning was like, what the fuck? This is not, the child's not awake. Why am I awake?
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise it's been fine.
Awesome.
Yeah, big day out yesterday though. It was a lot.
Oh, because you just went to
Fitzroy,
the big smoke.
and then we went
with
to
the
High
family?
Point after that.
Oh, really?
It's like, fuck. Okay.
Jeez.
Everything takes so long, man.
Yeah.
And you still
so
have to.
fucking long.
Oh,
man.
you kind of don't have to carry as much yet, though.
Nah.
It's
Well,
only going to take
so
longer.
Yeah, I was going to say, you go through a period where, like, as a newborn, you're like, oh, you only need warmth and boob,
Yeah.
right? Like, that's it for the first
Yeah.
6 to 12 weeks.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, fuck, like, how many nappies do I need to bring? Okay, now we're feeding you, so I need to bring X, Y, Z, and then you need to bring this, and then you need to bring that, and then before you know it, you've got a backpack and a pram, and then something underneath the bottom of the pram, and then
Yeah.
they
yeah.
hate the pram, so you're carrying them when you push the pram, and then
People
Yeah,
are like,
we
we
did
did going
have-
for the weekend. It's
We
like,
did
I'm
have
going
that.
Shops.
Yeah.
yeah,
To get milk.
yeah, literally, I'm just going to Coles to pick up a couple things in a basket.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild. Like, it's what used to allow an hour because I knew Amy could get ready in an hour.
Yeah.
I'm more of like 35, 40 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's like 90 to 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because it's like you got to feed, and then it's one person's stationary while the other person, there's no overlap of getting readiness.
No.
It's one person's
Won't
with
get
child,
in
one person's getting ready.
Of
So
course.
it's like
Yeah.
getting ready is a 2 hour process, and then getting all the shit in, and then getting out of the car takes 3 times as long.
So everything happens at your house now.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, you go yesterday. It was like we went back to the car. Dad needed a phone call for work. I'm like, I'm gonna take that because by the time we're all fed, changed, and in, I can have that 30-minute work call.
Yeah,
It's fine.
yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, it's good.
Did you get itchy feet? Come back to work.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I could tell. First week, like radio silent.
Yeah.
And then the second week, he was like, the likes, the comments. I was like, this boy's chomping at it.
Yeah.
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 I
When
knew it.
he like messages like, "Hey, by the way," and I was like, "Awesome, go away." Hi, thank you. I don't want to talk to you right now.
I said to Jess last Sunday morning, I was awake, obviously going back to sleep. And I was like, the meeting's tomorrow. We need to do this, we need to do this, we need to do this, we need to do this. And I like wrote it all down. And I woke up in the morning and just deleted it. Like, trust them.
Yeah.
Got it. Fine.
I feel like we did. I feel like we got a lot of. Meeting was productive.
I feel like this meeting was like the best because we're all like, "Oh,
The best one ever, yeah.
the best one ever." Yes, Jason. It was like because we all knew what we had to do.
Yeah.
Whereas the first one was like,
We didn't have the first one. It was like I rocked up and I'm like, "This is Tam and I," and I'm like, where the fuck is everybody?"
"Oh yeah."
Yeah. I mean, everyone had obviously other
Shit
things they
on,
needed
yeah.
to be. And I was just like, great start to holding the fort for the week.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh,
Love that.
gone well.
Love that for me.
gone
Ben's
well.
not here. I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a sick day,
Yeah,
Jason."
fuck myself, guys. Cool, man. Yeah, it's all
we,
good.
we just hung out for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
like, oh, you sweet? Yeah.
Yeah, you know what to do. Yeah, cool, man. I'll
Sweet.
speak to you next
Bye.
week.
Oh.
So the shirt.
Yeah. I thought it'd be funny.
Tell us about it.
I had it approved by my content manager,
Yeah.
aka Jess.
Yeah.
Sent it.
Wait a sec. I'm not to make this a foot podcast for like the third week in a row. Show us your feet, Ben.
Yeah. I've gone with the socks and sandals.
Describe for the listeners.
So what happens, right? Is
We're
when
really leaning into the feet right now.
when
I hate myself.
January in the fitness industry. Show your feet.
Just trying to say the word feet without gagging.
So what happens is like so they take mum away and then they give you the kid and then they give you like a USB. They're like, this is all the dad information. It's like how to say good puns,
Oh my god.
sandals and socks.
I was like,
yeah.
what?
I didn't get a USB.
It's the dad secrets.
Yeah.
No. So yeah, I thought I'd lean into it today. But Amy bought me this for my birthday and I was like, I can't wear it till he's actually here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, let's.
first episode seemed
I love that.
appropriate.
For
At
the-
least you were wearing those before the baby anyway.
Socks and sandals.
Yeah.
Only to golf, to be fair.
Yeah.
Good motivator too.
Wait a sec.
The
For the
shirt.
people at home, Ben is in fact wearing a black t-shirt with white text and it says Buff Daddy.
Very big.
Very large,
Yeah.
very
It's not subtle.
It's not subtle.
No.
He wants to be known as Buff Daddy. And then
The
socks,
Birks.
Describe.
Socks, white socks with some black stripes at the top.
I feel
pulled
their
up.
stripes are important.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
stripes are important. They come about a third of the way up the shin. They're fully pulled up. They're not scrunched. And he's wearing, what color would you describe that? The Birks.
I don't know. It's like
Like a dark
Oh.
sandy.
it's a very
white-
sad sand.
A sad sand.
It's very English sand, isn't it?
Yeah, it's sad. You go on it's a sad beach. Yeah, it's like grey more than sand.
Slate? Is it slate?
Yes. Look,
I was gonna say stone.
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 I like stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Stone Birks. It's giving dad.
Yeah.
You just need like
So people would actually wear that. You sure?
What do you mean?
Like
That's
they
like
would wear
literally
that
what
out?
I wear on a Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah, I was
Fuck.
stopped at the service station on the way in. I was very self-conscious of knowing how big the logo on the shirt was.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
oh well.
Well, now it's motivation.
Yeah, I have to hold it.
Yeah, you
about the
can't. You
confidence.
can't have you can't be the dad now that just like the gut pushes the daddy part out.
Yeah. It doesn't really work, does it?
Yeah.
This is the litmus test shirt. If if stomach is out
If daddy is
further
more
than
prominent
body,
than buff,
yeah,
buff has to be
we're
more
in
prominent
trouble.
than buff ahead of daddy. Like,
Yeah.
hey man, you sure you want to keep going to that Muay Thai thing? I think you need to go back to the gym.
Looking a little
More
bit
pressing.
less buff, a little more daddy. That's we'll draw the line.
Yeah.
You know how many times I logged into the Zoom account and I saw the Muay Thai bit at 7 to 9 and I just went,
kept going.
it's like, hope Ben's ready for Muay Thai.
Yeah, I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
You got a couple sessions in there.
Yeah, I've been training. Yeah, pretty much every second day.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
You changed anything up or you just...
Bro, it's so hard to like going to the gym's fine, just actually wanting to train hard.
Yeah.
because you just leave this
Yeah.
environment of like,
Yeah, I suppose at
so
the moment,
peaceful and lovely,
especially
and
at the moment,
amazing.
especially, right? Because it's like,
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
this is the best. And then you go to the gym and you're like, okay, now hate that barbell for 40 seconds. I
someone's
just
going to take
don't.
my family.
Yeah, it's like I just don't have it.
He doesn't have that in him yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like,
So just like, did a yoga class? Like,
so the other day I tried the
Reform.
like
Bloody.
Slipknot loud enough in my headphones that everyone else could hear it too. And like it was okay. I've
Yeah.
also like my forearms from holding
Yeah.
him. I've just I went to do a bicep curl. And I was like, "Fuck me!" But they're
so
all
that's
fine
the
now.
secret to getting bigger arms.
Have you heard of mum thumb?
No.
You'll get mum thumb too at like the 4 to 6 week mark because you spend so much time supporting his head and everything. Your thumb is like constantly in this other position that you're not used to.
Yeah.
I know that mums get it because it's like the breastfeeding and
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
constant like head support. Oh, it gives you PTSD thinking about it. So look forward to that one too.
Yeah.
Jace is like,
Yeah, I got pretty strong thumbs.
A lot of gaming.
Gaming, yeah.
For those things to work on a regular
But it's on
basis.
the other side.
Yeah.
So it's
yeah.
that
I'm just
side.
like trying to feel the muscle mass I have around the joint.
Yeah, that's so much.
Yeah.
I got like nothing.
Yeah,
so you-
your
That's
boys-
one jacked
yeah,
thumb.
Yeah, your boy's got a bit of muscle here.
Wouldn't want to challenge you to a thumb
Been
wrestle.
playing video games since I was 7.
The
you're
hardest
saying
part.
it's the opposite. It's the extending.
Yeah, it's the extending
Oh no, we're
because
gonna be in trouble.
Yeah.
Because you're
your boy's
like,
fucked.
because you're not like
Flexion.
holding your
Yeah.
baby's. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop doing that on camera, but like you.
Doing what?
Once again for the camera.
Anyway, so
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
that's
Yeah.
like forearm and thumb.
So he's only the most efficient way to soothe him is with your pinky finger.
Yeah, it's
But it's
very
got to be
strange.
upside down.
Yeah.
So it's like if he's here, everything's
Yeah.
external rotation all the time.
A very interesting feeling too.
Yeah, it's wild.
The no teeth.
Wild. Yeah. Yeah. And he goes hard at it.
Oh,
man.
bro.
So many
Yeah.
clips from this episode already.
Yeah.
So hard, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, it's wild.
Yeah. Yeah, but the internet lost their mind the other day. I had him in the carrier,
Just
and
mute
he was
just
a
for the
bit
next 5
like
minutes.
Yeah.
unsettled, so I had to walk with my finger
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the carrier. And everyone's like, "Is he holding your hand?" Oh my god, that's so cute. I'm like, "Well, he's
he's-
sucking on it."
Yeah. He's holding on it with his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll tell you what. You missed a good session last Friday.
It looked like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Jess turned me into a powerlifter for about 5 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
You turned yourself into a pal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look. I kind of walked in like slightly like this. Like, yeah, let's do it.
and then I was like, chicken wing.
Yeah, it wasn't hard. It was like, I'm only going to take it easy. How many times did I say that in that video, Tam? I'm going to take it easy.
Would you do 120 for 5?
125.
Yeah.
Was it 3 or 5?
5, yeah.
Yeah, I think the best
Got me.
part.
Got me.
The 120 you had more reps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could have got 7.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
for
that was
sure.
a bit tired.
But then 125 for 5 is
Yeah,
good.
yeah, but like I'm like, oh, I'll just do like 80, maybe like 100, and then I just did I'm like, all right, we'll see how much I can. And then before I did the set, I'm like, this will let me know how much I'm going to lift today. When before that I was like, I'm
This is
only
the
going
lift?
to
Yeah.
just like
Send
pounding
it.
it out, and I'm like, whoa, this is fucking feeling way too good.
Yeah.
And then you're like, you should do 120 for 5. Should I? And then next thing, yep.
Yes, I should. Yeah, that's sick.
And,
like,
do I go
looked at this.
125?
I looked at the setup too, and I was just like, oh. I
Yeah,
messaged him
I got
straight
a lot
away.
of-
I'm like, just give me 3 months.
Yeah, I got a lot of
Just
messages
once.
about the feet, and I was like, look, man, no arch,
Everything,
it's all chest.
all of it. I was just like, I could just let
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
It
let
was-
me.
on like the world's worst bench press. Like when
Yeah.
she was, I was like, look, we have to use this.
I had to get a
It's
handout.
Terrible.
So you know how handouts are usually like gentle.
Guided.
Yeah, like you're doing it, they're just helping. No. It was Jason upright wrote it
Yeah.
and had to drop it on me.
Yeah, I was trying so hard not to take too much of it, but
Yeah,
I just
but there was
couldn't.
no like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
couldn't
'cause
set up,
the gaps were too big.
Yeah.
and it was like the bench was so sticky.
Hey, that was pretty good though.
That's good.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
If I could reach the barbell, I would have been in a really good position. But because I couldn't reach the barbell, it was like, get sticky. Oh, wait a sec. Now I've got to set up with 70 kilos on me. However, I did hit 70 kilos for 3 and then drop back because I was like, I'm going to
Yeah.
die
This
on this
I'm
bench.
racking this. Yeah.
This relic of a
Yeah.
barbell.
Maybe we should just train at your house today
My house.
with that amazing combo we bought.
Yeah, absolutely. You can do that. I'll be upstairs.
I will be with Maverick.
Yeah, it's fine. You guys can do what you like. I got a trap bar. I got a Swiss bar. I got a safety bar.
Have fun with that.
I got a power bar. I got all the bars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could play PlayStation.
Yeah. I'm not training. I did 6 days last week, and then I was like, come Sunday, I was like, why do I just feel? Oh no, when was it? I think it was Friday night.
Yeah.
I'm like, I said to Steph, we'll go for a walk. Bro, she's fucking gapping me. Like walking normal. And I'm like, lady, you got to slow down. I'm like, what's going on here? And she's like, you are slow as fuck today, bro. And I'm just like, I'm really tired.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I've cooked
And I
myself.
said to her, I'm like, I regretted this as soon as we got about 40 meters away from the car. As we drove down the beach.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
I've made a mistake.
this is a bad
Yeah.
idea.
It's a dog on the beach all over again.
Your boys are just... Man, I'm still tired from that.
The calves are yet to recover.
That time I ran like 4 months ago.
You
I
guys
think-
would have been proud of me. All right?
Yeah.
I would have loved to see it.
Yeah. I'm really sad that I can't see
I
videos
wish
of that.
I saw me running because
Yeah.
I know it would not have been anything like what it felt like.
Yeah.
So next time you do that, you're like, Steph, film this.
Yeah, it would literally have just been like me just waving my arms quickly but going nowhere.
Yeah. Arms going at twice the cadence as your legs.
Yeah. All right, quick break in the episode, guys. Just wanted to talk about coaching. So we at STCfit are committed to taking your body composition, training, performance, your health and well-being all to the next level. Our experienced team of coaches are ready to help you get the most out of yourself. You don't just have to be a powerlifter or a bodybuilder or an athlete. You just need to be somebody who knows that you have a lot of potential and want to reach it. And you can join the team by heading to the website, submitting a coaching inquiry form, and one of our coaches will get in touch with you. All right, let's get back to the episode.
I've teed up a sprint session for us the next couple of
For
months.
us? Interesting.
The way
Also,
that
I
he
love-
just went up an octave then. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
for us?
Yeah, because I'm like, in a couple of months, I'm going to be like 100 and something kilos.
Yeah, we should do it soon then.
Who's it with? Where is it?
Your boy Zach.
Ah.
It's just going to make fun of me because I'm a dysfunctional bodybuilder.
He might.
Love that.
He might.
You both.
No, Zach's good.
No, but it's to get you good at the thing. It's not to...
You smashed it last time anyway. The running one
I'm
we did with
Mate,
Durham.
I'm an athlete. Don't
Bro.
worry.
Athlete.
I'm an athlete.
It's just like there was one
Fibre
stage when
athlete.
you were running back down that synthetic turf. I was like,
It's beautiful.
there's just a built CrossFitter right there that just doesn't like CrossFit.
Yet.
Yeah.
I'll do it one day.
That's what every bodybuilder says. Like every bodybuilder
I
is
feel like
like,
it's the natural transition. Like, like powerlifters go to like jiu-jitsu or like, or just like running.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing. It's like bodybuilders go to CrossFit.
because they know it's going to be really fucking hard, and they really just miss the days where they could put their arms over their head.
Yeah, and like I think that type of activity would still kind of keep the muscle.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you can be like, so I can have heart and lung health
Yeah.
and capacity
Yeah.
and muscles.
Mm-hmm.
So we get there.
I'm there. When
Maybe.
you do it, I'll do it.
I think you'd be very good at it.
Yeah. Thanks. Maybe I should move towards something that I'm good at now because I'm not a good bodybuilder.
Yeah.
You're all
No,
right.
in terms of genetics, come on, let's be real, right?
You look great.
No.
Yeah. I was
No, but like there's way better like from a bodybuilding
It's so hard when
perspective-
you live in the space.
Yeah, well that's so
Yeah.
like when you train people that like when they put it together for like 7 days, I'm like, fuck. This is the best, the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
I've hung out with so many like normal population in the last 2 weeks, and they're like this
Absolutely.
and that. They're like, oh, he's got like big
Yeah.
arms like his
Big,
dad. I'm like,
big fella. Yeah, yeah.
What are you talking
It's
about?
like,
Like,
where's the big fella?
no,
Where-
yeah,
yeah.
like
What
he
big
left
fella
like
you
a
talking-
year ago.
Absolutely. Yeah, I get it.
okay, so
like-
enlighten me. Bit of self-deprecation then, but no. What makes you not a good bodybuilder?
No, so like
Because I'm like, oh,
a
you're
good bodybuilder is someone who's like it doesn't take as much to grow, or the capacity to growth is high.
Yeah.
So what needs to be done in order to get to a certain level of muscularity, strength, etc. There's people literally out there that could do half the work.
Yeah.
And I've seen it. I've literally seen it. And I'm not saying that like I'm not saying those people don't work hard. It's just like it's what it takes to get there, and the magnitude of what they make is far higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, like genetically, I feel like
It's like if someone was as
in terms
genetically
of like
gifted as
muscle insertions and in terms of like muscle bellies
Absolutely.
and stuff like that,
all of it.
you're not that bad, are you?
No, it's not bad.
It's just
So it's like
is it the work you put in? That's the rate of growth.
yeah, and like
Yeah.
you're gauging everything off like the best, right?
Yeah.
So you look at the best and you go, and it's like, yeah, granted, like haven't put the effort in that they would commitment wise into the lifestyle, but I did for a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was like, if this is what it's going to take to look like this,
Not having
It
I'm not
ain't
doing
for
it.
me.
Yeah,
I'm going to
and
put
that's-
myself into a fucking grave, like
Yeah.
trying to get,
I think that's something that the people miss in the genetic conversation too.
yeah,
It's like, oh, people say it's genetics. Look how hard I work. It's like, yeah, because you did it for a year. And
Yeah.
You fucking were enormous.
Yeah.
It's pretty. When you do it for a year and you're not,
absolutely.
it's like you don't keep doing the hard work because
Yeah.
it sucks. You don't get anywhere.
Yeah, yeah. And like, I'm not saying you can't get better than the previous version of yourself, right? Like,
Yeah.
you look at the years and the years of training, like you still improve your physique, still get bigger and stronger. The magnitude isn't the same though.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you've
right.
seen it. You've seen it even in like weightlifting and stuff. It's just like there's people. Like I got a mate of mine. He could be an elite powerlifter. He could squat 100 kilos tomorrow
Yeah.
for reps.
Yeah.
If I just
And doesn't train.
and has never picked up a barbell in his life.
Yeah.
And it's like those people are built to move weight or add muscle.
Yeah.
And then there's some of us that like we can still do it. It's just you're not like I if I ever compete again, which I want to, I'm not going into that going, I'm going to get my pro card. It's just
Yeah.
like I'm going into it going, I'm going to bring the best thing that
To
I
look
can.
better than the
Yeah,
last time
I'm
I
just
was on
bringing
stage.
I'm just bringing the best thing that I can bring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a spectrum too. Like you said, like Jace's interpretation of not being good is like his ability to put on exceptional amounts of money of muscle. And to
Money, I
make
hope so.
Yeah.
You're like, no, wait, that I'm okay at.
Put on exceptional amount of muscle in like a short period of time.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think muscle bellies wise, structure wise, balance and stuff, like it's all, you probably have that more than most.
Yeah.
You just don't
Yeah,
have
it's just
the,
but the 15% above are
Yeah.
like the gap is so much bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how you look at it.
Because I don't know a lot of bodybuilders, but I'm like, nah, you seem like
Yeah, it's
well-rounded. You seem like you.
maybe I'll just hang out with you. You just gas me up. Like, oh, it's not too bad after all.
Look, you're the biggest in almost 99% of rooms that we're ever in.
Yeah.
Is this the make Jason feel better about himself podcast? Because I'm here for it.
Hey,
That's where it gets weird, but
we
it
gotta
does
get
get
him
weird.
to cry on an
Well,
episode somehow.
it's that exactly. It's
Yeah.
But you're always looking at what's ahead of you.
Yeah.
You know, so even think about it like business wise or career wise. Like I'm always looking at the person that has the
Agreed.
next step.
Yeah.
So when you're
Which is Alex
highly-
Hormozy, which is also a high responder.
it's like
Fuck the dog.
multi-millionaire and jacked.
Have you seen his new Modern Wisdom
Yeah, he's so
clips?
jacked. Yeah,
Dude.
That lighting, bro, he's enormous.
I like
it's definitely gonna increase the singlet size now.
Man.
that podcast. I was like, I listened to it for 5 minutes, and I was like, no, I need to watch this. And then when I sat
Agreed.
down and watched it, I was like,
Yeah.
it's
You need,
Alex.
you need a piece of paper.
Both
Sky.
of them,
It gives me
fucking hell.
anxiety.
yeah,
Yeah, you've got to be in a space. I watched the first 40 minutes and I was like, I can't watch this right now.
I don't-
Like I'm laying on the couch
Yeah.
with my child, not
Yeah.
motivated to
Yeah.
work.
YouTube
And
golf.
you're
it
making
is.
me feel bad about myself.
Yeah.
I like now. I'm like this year. My thing is to not just like unconsciously listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
Like if I'm just tuning out, I'm going to listen to music.
Yeah.
Podcasts now are like if I'm going to listen to it, I want it to be good enough that I want to watch it.
Yeah.
And like I'm making an active decision to absorb the content I'm listening to now,
Yeah.
rather than smash through 3 Modern Wisdom podcasts the day that they
Actually
come
absorb
out.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah. And like, yeah, the Hormozy one was actually the first one I watched this year, and I was like, okay, let's
Yeah.
fucking go.
There's podcasts where you can just have them on though. Like
That's
this would be one.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's a couple that I will jump into that are fun.
Yeah.
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 And I find RX is like that. I can just like listen to I don't listen to the Jordan ones, to be honest. Can listen to them just kind of banter around.
There's been a few good because he did one with I can never pronounce his name.
Fuad Abiyad.
That was
Fuad,
good.
yeah.
That was a real good
I really
episode.
liked. I watched that one.
Love Fuad.
I only got into his podcast last year, like
That's the
watching
best.
it,
They just
and I
put-
was
yeah.
like, I really
Gives me a
wanna-
lot of confidence
I really
about the
wanna
things that
be
you can
one of
actually
guys.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like you can actually
100%.
say them without getting cancelled in bodybuilding culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so prehistoric.
Yeah.
That's. I think I only started watching that because I developed an unhealthy obsession with Ian Valliere after he was on RX Radio,
yeah.
and he went from bodybuilding to sprinting, and I was
Yeah.
like, I
That only happened
love
just
you.
recently. Yeah.
And then then from RX Radio to that, and then I
Yeah.
was like, oh, Fuad's all right. And
Well,
then it
that's
all
good.
came like full circle.
Yeah. Who's the guy that yells?
No,
He does
he's
me.
not on. He's not on there
Oh,
anymore.
he's gone.
No, they do rotations,
back.
and they've got.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He used to listen to it while I trained.
Guy hasn't been on in ages.
But yeah, he used to shit me.
Yeah. No, he's. You picked a bad one when we watched in the car together. Oh, sorry, listening to it. In the
No,
car
I'd
together.
listened to lots after that. It was
Yeah,
just
'cause
Guy
that was a bad one.
bothered me. It was a terrible
Yeah.
episode. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like just
You
don't
did
talk about business, please.
Yeah. Stop that.
All right, let's talk about gyms. Big news in the week. Tripods in the gym.
Yeah.
Ah.
No tripods in the gym.
Unless you pay.
Yeah. So, look, I think,
That did me.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like there needs to be more information, though, before we can go and make assumptions like that. Because, like, I think as the story has it, someone, like, tripped over a tripod and there was, like, a line of them. So, like,
Yeah.
you don't know what it's like, I guess, at, like, 6 o'clock
Yeah.
at night at a gym like that. It's
Yeah.
going to be busy. And then, yeah, there's just, you know, production team
Yeah.
kind of everywhere. So I think with the my understanding is that the media passes you're only allowed to use at a certain time of the day,
Correct. Yeah. Off peak times.
which is really murky as well as like, are you not allowed to film at all? Like,
Yeah.
and so like, what if I put like
In a shoe.
like what if I put my
The
phone?
Jess move.
So I've got a so instantly, you know what I did? Instantly, I just went and bought like those little magnets that have the swivel on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's coming, so I could just stick my phone on a machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, is that okay?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I've
So
thought about it both sides, and I've asked a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
and it seems that personal training community is like not the best move,
yeah,
and then
everyone else likes it.
the fitness community are like, yeah, this
The comments were very strong positive.
absolutely.
And
Like,
more people will comment about a negative than a positive generally on
Of
social
course.
media. So
Yeah.
to see it go that hard positive.
You're never going to go against the grain because then they're going to come for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think, culturally, obviously, for the demographic that goes to Doherty's,
They're the
Yeah.
old school, like,
just want that.
yeah.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, he's all about maintaining as much of the old school equipment while it's still good and obviously having the best of
Yeah.
everything and keeping that old school vibe. Of course, he's going to appeal to the people that are like, what the fuck is with all these, like, TikTokers getting their
Yeah.
tripods out?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
appealing to that demographic.
Absolutely. And so Adam's a very good person to stay grounded in fitness if you don't feel grounded. So he sent me this TikTok
Yeah.
of these fucking kids who they had the V attachment for the press downs.
Yeah.
And he pushed it all the way down to the ground, put it under his legs, and then it flung him up in the air. So I'm like, if
Yeah.
you've got the TikTok broccoli head crew coming in doing a bunch of dumb shit,
Yeah.
and they're all got their phones out and they're all crowding around stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see how you just find any excuse to ban them.
Agreed.
Because let's be real, it's like the tripping hazard thing is like, it's a gym. You
Yeah.
know, there's tripping hazards everywhere.
Yeah.
You know,
There
like,
had to be something decent
Yeah.
and substantial
yeah, you
enough.
just got to be like,
Yeah.
I need to get this out because like I don't, and like he gets to decide too, and we have the same choice when we open our gym. We get to choose the culture, of the gym.
Agreed. Yeah.
We get to choose which way it goes.
Yeah.
Like I said, the fitness community from a PT perspective is like that's where
Yeah.
fitness is going. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you've got online coaches. It's like
Yeah.
online coaching's huge. I wonder if some of the coaches at that gym have online coach clients in the gym. So it's like how are they supposed to film their lifts for
Yeah.
the coaches that work
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
at the place? That's a consideration. Then you've got personal trainers trying to promote their business as well for that gym in particular,
Yeah.
let alone elsewhere.
Yeah.
So there's a kind of the other side of the coin as well. So it's a real tough one.
Yeah, I think it's also. So I've been in the gym, was actually there with Loz, went to take a selfie, and Tony was like walking, like mirror selfie with the two of us, and he was walking, and he like stopped. He's like, "Oh, you go." You're like, mate, jump in the photo. Like,
Yeah.
you're the goat. Came, jumped in the photo with us,
Yeah.
and then actually grabbed us and was like, "Come take a photo in front of the sign,"
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
took it for us and all of that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's not like he's like anti
Media.
No,
media. It's just
It's
like
not, I'm pretty sure he's still allowed to film. It's just not allowed to use a tripod.
the other thing that he did make a big point of in the text was other people.
Yeah.
And I've been in situations in gyms where I've had someone notice me filming and run over and just be like, I can't be in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and it was like, Whether it was true or not, who knows?
Yeah.
It was like the resident crazy of the gym.
Yeah.
There was like, oh, people will find me and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, ooh.
What?
Okay. Like, sure, delete. So there is that consideration.
Absolutely.
As well, just people that don't want to be seen.
Of course. Yeah. And that's the other side of the coin that's really hard to kind of... Honestly, you just have to pick a side and you have to go all in on it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's other gyms, and I spoke to the guys in Standout about it, and I don't want to name gyms just in case it's not factually correct, and I don't want to name people. But they were like, that's what the gym's for. And even when someone went up and said like, oh, I don't appreciate someone filming, they were like, well, this is what this gym is there to do, is to promote fitness and promote whoever and the people that come here. So they're like, you just have to be more conscious of, kind of where you put yourself kind of thing. I'm not saying that with exact words, but that was the preface is like, as a business, we're trying to promote that movement. So we can't really kind of go and tell someone to not.
Agreed. Yeah.
A tripod's like the best way to not get other people in your video though, because you can set up exactly in a position to get, but I feel like that's not their issue at Doherty's. Like, that's not the issue. It's not getting people in the background.
It's just such a tough space to really kind of go in on. Like, I just see it from a business perspective. Like, we've got our, however many online clients, and, we're great at assessing movement and seeing it in space. It does, if someone goes to a gym like that now becomes a problem. Yeah. That problem, radiates over to, like, our ability to help that person.
Yeah.
And that's where, even, like, just take powerlifting in general, like, watching the movement is super important.
Yeah.
Like watching the movement, anything is super important, but it's just like, that is a
big
really integral part of how it moved. All those reference lines lining up, and then that person subjectively giving you the feedback on how it felt.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah. As much as I hate to say it, because I love training there and I love filming content there when we're there, for their brand and culture, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because that's not...
Yeah.
You don't walk in there to the latest fucking brands, and like Instagram culture doesn't exist in that gym.
Yeah.
The same way it does at other gyms.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it makes sense, I think, for them. And looking at the responses in the comments, I was like, the people that want to train at Doherty's all the time don't want us there.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
They don't want 6 people walking around with bags and tripods.
Correct.
Which is fair enough.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
Yeah, it was just the but if you pay thing that got me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't love that.
It was just like, you should just ban him,
Yeah.
if anything.
Be transparent. Say it. Call a spade a spade. Say why you don't want them there.
You don't want them in there for
Correct.
whatever
And like,
reason.
don't put a price on it, because that's so...
Yeah, the
to
price
me,
made it weird.
To me, that goes against the culture that we're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
But-
Yeah, the price did make it weird.
Because I get that it's a deterrent, like the money thing, but then like it's still an option.
Correct.
So
Yeah, and then I guess is that so that you can bring a tripod now? So like, if I put in my shoe, I don't have to do it. But if
Yeah.
that's
It's
what
all
I
a
mean.
bit murky, yeah.
Yeah, that's
agree.
what I mean. It's
so they're saying the main thing was tripping hazards.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and look, they obviously just don't want them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't want these in there. And
Yeah.
like, come on, man, you don't know what kind of tripods people are bringing out. They're probably not.
Yeah.
They're probably not
Small
like
little mini
the
ones.
selfie stick with the little. Some people
Yeah.
could be like, putting a whole production.
Oh yeah,
team
there was
out
a girl at the gym that I train at that someone was filming her. It wasn't on a tripod, but she had like a light set up.
Oh,
Oh
God.
wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And it was when Adrian, Liana, and I were there filming.
Yeah.
And it was like a full
Yeah.
light.
So that's where you don't know what they're seeing.
Yeah, where do you draw the line?
Yeah, we're only going off because like I get around my gym.
Yeah.
I train out with. I've got a little tripod and stuff. But I film
Yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
and I film everything, and literally I look at everything, then go into the next set. So it's like my own little personal trainer,
100%.
and it's kind of like I'm like fuck. Like if I would literally leave a gym and go to another gym then.
Yeah, if you couldn't.
Yeah, because
100%.
I've just lent on that for so long
Of
now,
course,
and
yeah.
people are going to be like, "Well, fucking back in the day, you didn't have it." It's like I don't
Yeah.
care. It's like
Yeah.
it's 2023 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Like,
get
no different to how we have better shoes and better gear, like overall, like
Yeah.
for everything. So, yeah, I know there's going to be definitely people out there that are just like, oh fuck, like
Yeah.
kind of doesn't work now,
Yeah. I think the population at Doherty's is lower of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just wonder. I'm interested to see what the
other
flow
gyms
on
do it.
effect is that? Because then like
Didn't
even in
EMF do it ages ago?
I think EMF. Yeah. Well, there was. I don't know. I guess is
EMF charge an exorbitant amount to be able to take any form of media in there.
Yeah, because it was a influencer, big name, that was training out of EMF, and then they were like, "You can't film here."
Yeah.
And it was like a big hoo-ha because she left and stuff.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a pretty.
EMF's not the gym. It's not that gym though. It's not the gym for that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that actually comes from a different. That almost comes from the opposite end. It's like we want the gym to be inclusive, so we don't want
Oh, it's the safe space.
fit, amazing,
Of course.
insane physiques and feats of strength
Yeah,
that
yeah.
are terrifying everyone else. And then I feel, I think it comes from the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100% in
It's-
this instance.
agreed.
It's more of that general population. We have group fitness classes here. We
Yeah.
do.
There's more of them than there is of us too. Let's be
Agreed.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of liken it to It's like how they make video games really easy to play now.
Yeah.
It's because most people aren't good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they don't want
Yeah.
like it to come into a game and play someone like
That'd be
me,
terrible.
and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
destroy them, and then they never come back.
Yeah.
because they're like it's too hard.
Yeah.
So they make it so that there's no gap.
Yeah.
So it's the same. It's like they just don't want like a small community to ruin it for
Yes.
the major.
It's the Planet Fitness idea,
For the
right?
majority,
Like the lunk alarm machine.
correct. And
Yeah.
then they're just like, because there's more of them than there is of us.
Yeah.
So I get that.
Yeah.
I just wonder if yeah, it just leans into that, like, when we put the space together, it's gonna like our space, like it will
It's for
probably,
us.
yeah, it'll lean the other way.
Yeah. For us and people like us.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, and then I thought, I just wondered,
Can we
like,
put in a pussy alarm?
yeah, well, we can
The
do whatever-
opposite of a
we can
lunk
do whatever
alarm.
the fuck.
It's like
we
you
want.
didn't
Of
take
what?
that. You didn't take that close enough to failure.
Yeah, this
In
is
the belt.
a.
Oh
this
my
is
god!
a
I was
two-
like, what are we doing?
Oh God, not like that. Jesus Christ.
My eyes were just like, I
yeah,
don't know what's
see, I don't look at. I don't. That word doesn't mean that
mean that,
anymore.
no.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
A small cat. A small cat alarm.
Yeah. Sorry,
yeah.
we'll call it a wuss alarm. Is that
Yeah,
better?
yeah. Whistle alarm. It's like that wasn't below 2 RAR.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
You're not
Sort it
welcome.
out.
3 strikes
Yeah,
and you're not
you're
welcome.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone will be recording their lifts, so we have evidence anyway of if they
Correct.
were bitching out.
Correct. Remember PTC used to do the tutu?
Yeah, if you didn't put your weights away or some shit.
That's
Yeah,
great.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
We might bring that tradition back.
I wonder if you could write like if you have a floor plan where like the tripods will like have their own space.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I've seen
Designated.
places where there's like squares in the ground,
yeah.
like taped,
Okay.
and they're just like,
You
this is
film
where
this
it
from
goes. Yeah, I just
Yeah.
wanted to.
You're doing the floor plan.
I was going to say, you two can just go and find out like
Hey,
where the best
fuck.
lighting and angles are.
I've not gotten enough of a gas up about the floor plan situation. That was a good floor plan.
It was
Nice.
a good
Looks
floor.
very
I've
good.
gone. You know how hard that was to do
To
because
build.
they don't have like set. You can't make the floor plan. They either have a rectangle,
Yeah.
square. So I had to make 3 different rooms, and then I had to scale them,
Yeah.
Okay,
And I had to
now
cut
you
them
get the
all,
gas up.
and then I had to put them all together.
Yeah.
So your boy's putting in some
Yeah.
work.
It looks good.
I
I'm
think the
fucking excited
best
for that
the
shit.
best part is like we were talking, we had like a brief chat about like the vibe and like cool, we'll like put some stuff together. The stuff that I sent Jason, I was like, yeah, I really want this. He's like, oh my god, that's exactly what Steph and I
Yeah.
want. So we've like already got.
The style board is looking pretty
Yeah.
pretty nice.
We're all on the same page.
I'm not even entering that conversation.
Yeah, no,
It's like you
You're not invited.
you
It's
do
fine.
Yeah, good brass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna wear
can
my
sit-
Birkenstocks and high socks.
Yeah, you can sit out of this. one.
Lift some weights,
You can
maybe.
sit out
It
of
was
this
a
one.
croc party last week, so
I saw. Yeah.
Yeah. Should we? Have you guys got anything else, or should we get into some questions? I feel like we might field some questions
let's
for the
get
rest
into
of the
some
pod.
Go for it.
questions.
All right,
45
let's have a look at
minutes.
my list of extensive questions.
Very good.
I just love the last part of this. Is there a way to lose body fat really fast? I have deadlines I need to meet.
Yes.
Absolutely. Do you guys have like a? So I've got a strategy. I have a rapid fat loss strategy. Do
It
you?
works really well.
Yeah, it does.
A rapid fat loss protocol that I've heard
Absolutely.
so much about.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think
I do too. I never prescribe it though.
yeah,
I
because
do
you've
it
got to preface.
myself, but I don't prescribe it.
I do it with my competitors, and I do it at like the first. Sometimes I'll do it in the first 2-3 weeks of prep,
Yeah.
and then I'll do it if we need to push again. I don't think I really use it for general population clients ever.
Yeah.
And the reason why is sending the message that, you know, I know when you have that ace up your sleeve, you kind of fuck around a little bit,
Yeah.
and you just don't like,
Yeah.
you just don't, from the first day that you said you were going to do the deficit, you don't just like drop your calories and like nothing else changes habit wise.
Yeah.
So then all of a sudden you just leave it to the last minute and just do this like really extreme kind of thing, and you're like, oh,
It'll be fine because I'll do that.
I'll just rely on that. So I think it's not really. Firstly, what I would say to this person is it's not worth putting yourself in a situation to do it,
Correct.
because it really does, for 99% of the population, even more than that, create a bad association between fitness, calories, yourself, your body.
Yeah.
And
And
what
all
a
of those
calorie
things.
deficit and fat loss actually means.
Absolutely. Because like I'm not going to sit here and say that you can't do it. Absolutely you can. And it is so effective. You know, a little bit of fasted cardio, a little bit of supplements, lots of protein, a little bit of fiber. It's like you boys got you covered.
Yeah.
Some other supplements in there to help regulate appetite. You know, and then what I think people miss though as well, and I was talking about this the other day in Standout, is the training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the training has to be somewhat modified in a way to not chew into your muscle.
Yeah.
You know, not overreach to a point where you're exponentially losing strength. And
Yes, you just go higher stimulatory, lower rep ranges.
you drop the volume significantly. You go like a top set. Because you're like, your strength capacity is there. It's your ability to back it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So the top end strength is there, but the repeated effort
Yeah.
is gone because you got your recovery capacity shot to shit.
Yeah.
But most people will like bomb their calories and do all that stuff. And these are people
train
yeah,
even more.
yeah.
Yeah.
And these are obviously people that, if you're natural, you do it like that.
Yeah.
If you're not,
Yeah.
a little bit different. Still quite similar path, just
Yeah.
a little bit different, you know. So yeah, I would say for this person, like,
I think arbitrarily, if you've missed a workout in the last 2 months, 3 months, it's not for you.
I would argue if you haven't shown up every week for the last 12, it's not for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give that to, like, I literally have like 2 or 3 clients where they're like, are we doing it? Like, yeah, we're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're just like, fuck, all right, you know?
Yeah.
And even then it's like 5 hard days, 2 days,
Yeah.
you know, feeding up and 5 again. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
But it's fun,
Yeah.
you know, as well.
But that's because you've got the experience, the knowledge,
Oh,
the
absolutely.
ability to suffer without making it a personality trait.
It's an emotional,
not-
I have an emotional disassociation
Correct.
to my self-worth and the value of food and all of those things. So I'm just going to go, I'm going to starve myself for a week, feed myself back up, do it again. And then I'm going to go, okay, I'm going to go on with my day now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like turning nutritional strategies into acute periods that aren't your identity or your lifestyle. Like, you know, you're not always losing fat, not always doing this.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm just going to use this for this time because it's a tool, and then I'm just going to get back to doing.
Yeah. And if any of my
Yeah.
clients are listening to this, first of all, no. And then
Hit me up in the DMs.
Jason's like, let me just send
My
you
little,
the
I'll
form.
do a little. I'll send you the Patreon link.
Yeah. I was going to say it's expensive.
The Patreon
think-
link.
Yeah, like what you'd like already mentioned at the start. It's like if you're using it as a reason to be like, well, I didn't stick to my deficit for the last 8 weeks and my holiday is now 3 weeks away and I feel like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
What can we do to tie it over the line? Well, maybe put in place the things that we spoke about 8 weeks ago and then go from there, because it's like that's only going to feed into the unhealthy relationship
Absolutely.
of not being able to commit to doing what you said you were going to do in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that there's definitely a population that can and
Yeah.
should
Yeah.
do it,
I
because
think-
prolonged is worse for some people.
Absolutely. I think the people asking this question are the ones that need it the least.
Agreed.
Absolutely. That
Yeah.
summarizes it
It's
nicely.
like if you just stuck to all of those things you said and the things we spoke about last week on the podcast with Annie. So if you want to tune into that, you can. Go into maintenance, taking control of your food, taking control of your mentality behind it. Then it's just turning dials.
Yeah.
Like I
Yep.
spoke to Jackson about contest prep, and I was like, from 25 weeks out to 24, like when we quote unquote officially start prep,
Yeah.
nothing changes besides your calories go a little bit lower and your
Yeah.
protein maybe goes up. Everything else is the same.
Yeah.
yeah, your
you know,
effort, the showing up,
Yeah, just there's no
Oh.
like, all right, I've got to show up now.
Mm.
It's like you've shown up all the time. So we just tweak the dials that move you towards the goal at the period of time. So yeah, I would just argue that someone asking those questions probably needs to
Does not
hone
need
in
rapid.
needs to hone in on something that's more of a lifestyle first, and then you can do rapid once it's a lifestyle.
And if you're not dotting I's, crossing T's now, you'll be amazed at how much change you can make in a short period of time just by doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Like
Yeah.
you just, I wrote a sleep, because I wasn't working. I wrote a sleep guide last week, I think, and just like actually going back into all of that and how huge an impact it has. Like just simple shit like going to bed, waking up at the same time. Like the effect that can have on not only body composition, but even self-perception and mood and relationships and fucking
willpower.
all of that shit. Yeah. All of that shit.
Your ability to know when
Cognitive function,
to
performance.
know when you're not hungry anymore when you're eating.
Yeah, we should do a sleep episode. We should do that.
Yes.
Let's do that.
I'm not going to join in on that one until I'm sleeping like a normal person.
You don't know, but you can know about it. It's like sometimes the life, but the thing with the sleep is
that was a
the
big part of
lifestyle
it.
influences it. So you've just got to
Totally.
make the best of a bad situation too.
I
right?
feel like I'm a walking, talking example of making the best out of a bad situation. For the people at home that don't know, my toddler doesn't know how to sleep.
Yeah. And that was a part
36
of
years of a bad situation. No, I'm kidding.
that was a part of writing it. It wasn't like, oh fuck, I've been a dad for 6 days now. I can tell parents how to manage their sleep with children, because we used to get out all the time. Like, tell me you don't have kids without telling me.
Yeah.
It's like, well, the tools are fucking there. Use the ones you can.
I copped that when people didn't know that I was a mum.
Yeah.
At the gym. Wait till you have kids. Bitch, what?
Yeah, I have one.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Watch me pick up this deadlift.
Yeah. Thank you.
But yeah, I think, just not eating like an arsehole, managing your nutrition, sleeping,
Absolutely.
going to the gym, just doing those fundamentals. You'll be shocked when you actually get to from 70% adherence to 95% adherence.
Yeah.
What actually happens.
Yeah.
I agree. Quick break in the episode, guys. If you're looking for more information on how you can look, feel, and perform better, head over to our website, take advantage of all of the content that we have there, even the YouTube channels, plenty of videos and stuff on there. Also, rotating free resources that you guys can access completely free. Okay, let's get back to the episode. So moving on from that one, it's a good segue. Next question here that's interesting is, what supplements do you think are a waste of money?
All of them.
I disagree with that.
Me too.
I'm interested to know what you think.
I think it's important to look at the populations that we coach first.
Absolutely.
And the questions that they ask, like where the question's coming from. So why do you want to know what supplements? Is it because you're not feeling good? Is it because you feel like you're not getting the results that you deserve for the effort that you're putting in? Is it because you want to accelerate your results because you feel like it's moving too slow? Yeah. Like for me, a lot of my girls aren't really on a lot of supplements at all.
Come to me.
All right, so this is a pro Jason and Jack propaganda podcast.
You want a jawline like mine? Come and see me. No, kidding.
Half the girls I coach are like, no, thank you.
Yeah, it's good. That's
Plus-
perfect. That's I just pushed them back.
No, if I'm being completely honest, most of the population that I work with is actually getting the most out of their nutrition before any of that stuff's coming into play.
I love that.
Yeah.
Can't say I'm the same.
No, and like
Who you work with is different too.
But
Absolutely,
I think that this is like the nice part about having all of us on there. Like I coached a girl yesterday that's never I had a consult with a girl yesterday that's never stepped in a gym before.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it's like we're actually
do they want to?
Yes. So
Yep.
she's like reaching out to me and like we're talking about what online coaching and how that would actually help. But like we're just talking about getting vegetables on a plate.
Yeah.
So I think
you don't
that
need to
it's-
take OxyShred.
Correct.
on that,
So
yeah.
I think like in the supplement conversation, I'll sit like to the side of it because
Psalms, Anavar. Have you heard of that?
Clen. No, so yeah, you can take over this podcast.
I think waste of money is like you've got to.
Way too much of an umbrella term.
Well, no, so you need to work
Very
out.
context dependent.
Correct. You need to
Yeah.
work out what, because a waste of money for one person is not going to be a waste for others.
Correct, yeah.
So we'll use the fat loss supplements as the example. So if you look at it for the actual direct losing of the body fat, the supplement is useless.
Yeah.
99% of the time, unless it's a
Yeah.
over the counter.
Not one that you can go buy. Yeah.
Well, you can. Just depends who you know.
Yeah. At a store.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can't just buy it from the shop off the guy.
Yeah.
So that's when you're like, okay, so directly this is a waste of money, right? But if I gave it to, maybe Jess in her cut,
Yeah.
and the caffeine gave her the energy to show up in the gym, the other ingredients in it suppressed her appetite to make sure that she stuck to her diet, and
Yeah. The placebo of having it.
the motivation,
Digestion would be really good because you shit yourself as soon as you drink.
the motivation of parting with, $80 or whatever it is to,
Yep.
For the supplement. It's like that, like you said, that placebo and desire to kind of stick to it because of that.
Yeah.
Then all of those things are going to enhance the fat burning, not of the actual supplement itself, of the whole plan, especially if she's doing cardio, sticking to a high protein diet, calorie deficit, et cetera, et cetera. So then
it's
the waste of money part is like, the only ones I can think of are like, but even then it's like, the one with the company that I kept asking them where the carb blocker.
yeah.
So I'm just like, where do they go?
Yeah.
So it's like, is that a waste of money? But then it's like, if someone takes that and sticks to the plan.
Yeah. Look, I think there's a handful of supplements that I would be like, everyone could take these and get a benefit.
Yeah, I think a better question is probably, instead of what's a waste of money, what are the ones that you would just probably put more of your attention to, right?
Yeah. And I'm similar to Jess. I probably only mention supplements once a year.
Yeah.
And it's usually coming into winter.
Yeah.
It's like vitamin D, have some vitamin C, maybe a multi, like just fucking
milk up all my. So I have a very, very extensive supplement list.
Yeah. So stop asking us. You answer the question.
I always almost have
more
one in my head that like works downwards in a scale of importance.
Yeah.
So I would put like,
here we go.
at the moment, it's almost like I would put vitamin D at the top, even before a multi.
Yeah.
And then it's like, cool, good multi, maybe fish oil or something. And
Fish
then you're
oil's
getting
in
into
there.
like, obviously creatine would be up there as well.
Absolutely.
Creatine is just like everyone should take it.
Mm.
So creatine, vitamin D, then maybe a multi,
I've
then
definitely
maybe
not been
fish
taking
oil.
my creatine.
Get on it. And then looking at like specific micronutrients that might benefit the individual.
Yeah. It's definitely needs based.
Yeah, but then so one caveat I would say is in terms of waste of money, a criteria for that, and I actually hate saying it because I hate when coaches do it. Like that when coaches talk about how people spend money pisses me off. But if you don't have a structured, deliberate training and periodized training and nutrition plan, and probably some form of accountability if you're chasing supplements, maybe accountability is something that you need.
Yeah.
If you're not paying for that, don't go pay for the supplements.
Yeah.
The amount of people that I've like had consults with and stuff, they're like, oh, I can't afford the $80 a week for coaching. That then you're like, you just spent $160 on supplements.
Yeah, they sport.
Yeah. So
and you don't even know what a calorie deficit is.
Yes.
So what I want to
$75
say
pre-workout.
is, like, a lot of the people that reach out to me is they won't change the composition of their plate and they won't increase their protein and do things like that, but they'll be like, yeah, but I took a greens powder this morning and I drank OxyShred before breakfast.
Yeah.
So that's the association that supplements have with my audience. And I'm like, awesome. How about we just add a cup of vegetables to your lunch? You can drink that coffee in the morning before you train, and let's focus on eating meals spaced out anywhere between 3 to 4 hours with protein in each of them.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
as a coach.
And you have this many.
Yeah.
But I assume it would be the same though.
But it's still needs based. It's like there's a box. There's like a box that everybody gets, and it has like the that everybody should take these, like a magnesium that ends in ATE. A multivitamin if you're in a cut, creatine, and then I like some form of pump based pre-workout for training.
Yeah.
And then you could argue that,
Do you have a non-stim go-to? Sorry to cut you off. Do you have a non-stim go-to at the moment?
I don't just yet, but I've got a friend of mine owns a supplement company, and he was giving me some. Actually, should get him on the podcast.
Yes.
But yeah, he gave me a couple because I was like, I can dose my caffeine. Like I can just dose the
Correct,
caffeine myself. I want a pump formula so I can be like, just get the pump, and if I've had a coffee, it's fine.
And your mate
Train
trains
later in the day.
Your mate trains at 7:30 at night now.
Yeah.
He can't have a coffee before he trains.
Yeah. At the moment, I've just been leaning on electrolytes for the pump.
Yeah.
So yeah, creatine, citrulline malate, arginine, I think as well in the formula. And then, yeah, like there's other ones that people would need acutely. Like I had one of my guys was like diagnosed with low testosterone.
Yeah, so I was actually going to ask, as an example,
Yeah.
where did you go with that one?
So firstly, I actually went lifestyle, and
Yeah,
then we went
of course,
supplementation.
Yeah.
So
Back to sleep.
everything, man. It was
Yeah.
like, so literally like the bottom end of the scale for free and serum tests. So like things weren't going really well. SHGB was low, like everything. So I was like, fuck, like what's happening here? So I was like, okay, well, what lifestyle factors would influence that? So removed all plastic, removed like all water, tap water, to the point where I was even like, you probably should get a filter for your shower.
Yeah.
I don't think we went there.
Yeah.
But it was just trying to get rid of like the chlorine, especially in the water and stuff like that. Same with the food. I was like, full analysis of the food, and I was like, you're deficient in this, and this. Increased fats a tiny bit, decreased carbohydrates. Let's do that for a month. And it took a month for the supplements to come.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is going to be perfect timing. And then I saw there's some really good information coming out at the moment from like some clinics that work with men with low testosterone at a point before they use testosterone replacement therapy.
Yep.
So boron, Fedoja, and Tongkat Ali, I looked into like the effects of them by themselves and then the effects of them together.
Yep.
Because they all kind of do a different thing.
Yep.
So then I was like, all right, so certain times of the day, it's probably better to use one over the other. I'm sure that you could just have them all at the one time, but I was just trying to
Optimize it.
This plan was like, fuck, it was full on because there was so many elements to it.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, in the morning with food, have this one, this one in the morning and night, and split this dose up and have this one, whatever. And then it's funny because in the check-ins, it become less about I feel like shit and more just about doing the thing. So it wasn't even like I feel better.
Yeah.
You could just see it was less about I don't want to go to the gym, I don't want to do this, I'm tired, I'm this, I'm that, to just like
Did this.
training.
Yep.
Training was good, diet's good.
That's fucking cool.
Whatever. And then got retested, and it was like literally doubled.
Wow.
in the
That's
time.
incredible.
Yeah,
Good
it was
job.
crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff. Which obviously, you can take that with a grain of salt. It's like when the person did the test, like, did they have a good night's sleep before?
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. And you definitely can sit there and say that that had its play, but it's still an effective way of approaching something like that in a supplementary term for a client.
Yeah.
It's just like, what do you need?
Yeah.
Let's have a look at
Lifestyle first.
all of the gaps,
Yeah.
lifestyle, diet.
Yep.
Now we pack supplements on top.
Yeah.
And I think that should be the best strategy for everything outside of performance enhancement. And when I say performance enhancement, I just mean like take a pre-workout to go train.
Yeah.
Take a pump product,
Yeah.
which gives you, I believe, good nutrient pushing to the muscle. All of those kind of things, you can just be like, take this
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
type thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember us joking about like the test drop post at birth for
Yeah.
men. I saw that same girl. I actually saw that girl, doctor,
That lady.
put out some content during the week. It's up to 33%
Yeah. Wow.
that it can drop, and it's
Yeah.
like their hormones will change throughout pregnancy, and there's like a pretty big cascade at birth. But
The biggest cascade of hormones that can ever. Wait a sec. Let's just not underestimate that. It's like the single
But it's
largest.
not compared to a male, like 33%. Nothing changes that drastically, and you
Yeah.
get a consistent change from inception and all the way through. Like, not taking away that it's huge, but men are like nothing. Test gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, so I was actually talking to Ben about it yesterday, and he's like, "Did this happen?" And I was like, "Yes." It's like everything just fucking fell away straight away. It's
Yeah.
like, whoa. Like, I was like, we bantered about it, like,
Yeah.
this is gonna happen, and then it's just like whack.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, watching Amy's do different shit at different stages, and
Yeah.
it's wild.
Yeah.
It's-
That's a significant drop.
33%'s a lot.
Yeah. Especially for something that gives you so much
Yeah.
as a male.
Yeah, and we were talking about it's like, it's cool you get, because it allows you, because the way the testosterone interacts with oxytocin
Mm.
is a negative relationship.
This
Yeah.
doesn't exist.
Correct. So it's
I
like,
need to love this foreign object
Yeah,
because
yeah.
apparently it is part of me.
yeah. I said to Amy, I can't remember. We were talking about the whole hormonal thing, like for her more so than anything. She's like, oh, it doesn't matter what he does. He's just the best. And I was like, because your hormones are literally like, you have to love this thing. Otherwise, you'll throw it in the bin.
Oh my god, literally.
Yeah,
That's
because isn't it like some of them come out the opposite, right? And
Well,
that's where the
Yeah, it becomes really challenging.
yeah. 'Cause I've heard some pretty sad stories of that
Yeah.
stuff.
it's
Yeah.
so
The
yeah.
test comes down so the oxytocin can come up
What's that called? Postnatal.
postnatal.
Postnatal
Yeah,
depression.
that's right. Yeah, that's it
It
sounds
just
awful.
affects completely affects the bonding that you have with your
Yeah,
child,
yeah,
which will then affect the breast milk supply, which
Absolutely,
then and it
affect
just
everything.
feeds.
Compounds. Yeah,
Yeah.
because then you feel like a failure, and then this,
And they're up
this,
against
and
it.
it's like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
wow.
think
Yeah.
when like I would be laying like in
So
the
no
early-
TRT? No?
not yet.
Hey, it'd be a good time to go to the doctors though. Be like, oh, I'm tired.
Yeah. Look at my blood test.
Here's
Look.
your prescription.
Yeah.
Give.
Oh, that'd be the best time to do it.
I actually wish I did the test before
Yeah,
and
to
after
see-
just to
yeah,
see,
true.
because it like physically, even just like looking in the mirror, I was like, you skinny fat piece of shit. Like
my
within 4 days, bro.
Yeah, I'd do that
Just
every day.
like, well, like obviously we have this underlying body dysmorphia all the time.
Yeah,
But then that I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like crazy because it's like I don't look that much different to
Even
a week ago.
the gym
Yeah.
thing would be enough though.
Yeah,
Not being
not
able to
having
show
it.
up.
Yeah. It's
I
a
think-
really
And-
strange
and
feeling.
just being like, yeah, I just want to go home and like
yeah.
if
it's a
that
really
alone
strange
says
feeling.
it.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
And as a female, it's like the complete opposite. Where like after I had Parker, don't get me wrong, I was itching to train after like I'd say 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I was going for walks at like day 4,
Yeah.
but like I small, tiny, progressively overloaded.
yeah.
But like after birth, I was like I would like sit there in the middle of the night, and you said like yourself, like feeds take like 40 minutes or so, and I'm looking at this baby and I'm like, there's nowhere else in the world I want to be
Yeah.
than like right here, right now. And then like you'd look in the mirror where your stomach is like the squishiest it's ever going to be because an infant just came out of it.
Yeah.
And I'm looking, I'm like, I'm so fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And then those hormones eventually go away and you're in the middle of the night and you're like,
I hate myself.
you're
Yeah.
a fat piece of shit. And you...
We're walking through the shopping
to
center
sleep.
yesterday, and I had the pram, and Amy's like, "Oh fuck, I just feel so self-conscious not having it on me."
Yeah.
Yeah.
She still obviously has a belly.
Yeah, of course.
She's like, "No one knows."
Yeah.
I'm like, well,
well,
it's
also
like,
no
he's-
one cares. But
He's in the pram, and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you can tell it's an infant pram. It's not a toddler. Like,
yeah.
And then yeah, she was he got Grizzly, and she was carrying him. He's like, "Oh, this feels better."
Yeah.
It's like now people know.
It's a
That's why
crazy,
It's like,
it's such a crazy
Yeah.
like mind game. I also like, I remember getting photos taken of me like within the first week or so, like a few days after.
Mm.
And at the time I was like, I look amazing. And now I look back, I was like, as long as you were happy, sis.
yeah.
It's all an evolution, right?
But yeah,
It's crazy.
the stabby part is like you get to bond with your child because you have all this extra serotonin and oxytocin because the testosterone's low. But you're also like super vulnerable to depression.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, you like your child, but you hate everything else.
Yeah. Everything's,
Rough.
everything's so much harder. Like,
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was
I'll sort you out.
hard to watch.
I'll sort you
Well,
out.
yeah, I want that plan.
I'll sort you out with that one.
But yeah, that's sort of where I went. With
That's the natty plan. I'll sort you out with that first.
Yeah.
Then if it doesn't work,
First.
if it doesn't work, we'll bring in the big
Yeah.
guns.
If I'm back to 100 kilos
Yeah.
in 6
Go to the
months, you know
doctors.
what
Go to the doctors. We're at that age now. We'd be able to just be like, I'm old.
Yeah.
Yay,
Just give me- just
you
give me-
graduated.
Give me 10 repeats though.
Yeah, the right doctor, I reckon you just go in and go, I'm 34 and I've just had a kid. And they'd be
Absolutely.
Like, yeah,
It's time.
it's 250.
Yeah,
Express.
yeah. What are we doing? How are we doing for time? Oh, look how good.
6 minutes.
All right, we got 6 minutes. All right.
It's so much better with the clock.
Oh, God. All right.
Let's go.
Sex question.
We have to do it now.
Sure.
With that
Let's
face, we
go.
have to do it.
I was just like, do we save it just for you and I because we're both men, or but it'd be
Nah.
interesting to get a woman's preferences as well. What's your preferred frequency of sexual encounters with your partner on a weekly basis?
preferred frequency.
Yeah, so it says preferred.
That's worded. That is
That is
worded
a man wrote that question.
It is worded very interestingly.
All right. Who's kicking this off? Because I'm more than happy to.
I'm fucking. Who gives a fuck? Let's go.
Look, your boy's got to eat, right? So he's got a big appetite. So here's the conundrum, right? Here's the conundrum.
We've just explained I have no tests, so I'm fine.
So the conundrum is, you know, when you like have something infrequently, like let's say that Maxibon you were talking about, right? So when you have that Maxibon,
Orgasms.
you were like,
Maxibons.
I've got to tell the world it's so good, right?
Yeah.
So then if you eat that Maxibon either multiple times in a day or every day, so that the first time you had multiple, it's going to be real good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep going.
Then the next
is
time,
so good.
the next time you're gonna be like, look, it was still good. It wasn't that good. And then the third time you're like, it's just a Maxibon. And then by the fourth and the fifth time in a row, you're like, I'm just gonna eat my Maxibon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So then it becomes a part of your day, and it's like
Normal.
probably still
It's
an
important.
enjoyable
but
thing to add into
yeah.
your day.
Yeah.
Let's be
Still
real.
the highlight of the
Yeah,
day.
yeah. But it's like, and then it could be to a point where kind of like when you don't go to the gym, you're like, where's my
Where's my Max?
Where's my Maxibon? Or like, when you don't go to the gym, like Steph sometimes like, you just need to go to the fucking gym.
Yeah.
So if you, it's easy as a male to be like, oh yeah, every day. Like,
Yeah.
you know, every day for sure. But I have a feeling like it would, over a period of time, it would just become like a normal daily chore that's not actually that fun anymore. So I'm going 3 times a week.
3.
Yeah, every second day.
So I think that
Yeah.
Like it's not 3, it's like 4 on, 3 off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, every second day is good. It's like a day of rest.
Every 2 to 3. Yeah, I'm going every 2 to 3.
We'll call it a day of recovery.
I think like that initial
Just tell us what you really think, Jess. Come on.
all right. Well, damn, no clips from this one. People have to make it this far through. I think that it's one of those things that if it becomes monotonous, then daily is shit. But especially
absolutely.
like when everything is new and you're you're establishing something with
yeah.
somebody, you're like multiple, like whatever, when everything's
This is
early.
a dude who's been in an 18-year relationship.
Yeah,
every day
correct.
is like, poor Steph.
Yeah, I think as long as things aren't, I mean, like the more like.
Just to give us a number.
Fuck me. All right, 4 to 5.
4 to 5? Yeah, okay.
And then I feel
Go,
like
Bryce.
depending
What about you? You've been mighty quiet.
Fist bump, bro.
Go, Bryce. You've been mighty quiet over
We
there.
just had a kid.
Yeah, but like it's preferred. This is
Yeah,
preferred.
look, I think...
I'm taking my wife's
feelings out of it.
No, feelings into it. Because I'm like, if I could sit there, like my preferred would be whatever, but realistically, 3. I think 3 is.
Yeah.
3 is.
Yeah. I agree. 2 to 3 a week.
But you could do.
is-
But hang on. It's encounters. So
yeah, what do you? It's not.
so you don't have to like
It doesn't-
fuck the whole time.
Yeah, I think it depends
So you
on
could
what you
just, like-
define.
Yeah, you could, maybe every. Yeah.
Let's say
Sometimes you get a drumstick.
Yeah,
Sometimes you get a maxi bar.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you could.
other days are a paddle
Yeah.
pop, but
So you could do every other day of like doing the deed, and then every other day of that.
there needs to be
You could
intimacy regardless of whether there's penetrative sex.
Yeah. Well, you just had to say it like that.
Made it clinical.
Oh, this is so good. Next time we're going to be talking about the next question is going to be like about shit or something.
I feel like I mention it every podcast
We're
anyway.
getting there. We're getting there. How are we doing for time? All right.
We're done.
So you're every other day?
Yeah.
I feel like that's reasonable.
yeah.
Yeah, I get you need to go to the gym after a couple of days.
Yeah. Yeah. It also depends on like, just like how how it's done,
Yeah.
who's involved. Like, it's 30 kilos. I got 30 kilos on my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel bad. So a day's rest
Yeah.
might be
it's
needed.
Fair. It's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So see, look at us thinking about you guys. Your best interest.
Such caring husbands.
Oh wow! What a way to wrap up. That was a good one.
That was a good episode.
That's
Yeah.
good.
All right. Thanks, guys. Good to have Ben back in the house. that won't be the last you see of Jess tonight. We're going to boot her out. It's like, all right, Ben's back. Get out.
Get the fuck out of here.
We don't need you anymore. Perfect time to hit the subscribe button. Obviously, give us some feedback on the podcast. Like and share it. Send out the message. And we'll see you next time.